Hi and welcome back. So on this video I wanted to show you a really simple and easy makeup look to do. It's mainly concentrating on the eyes using just two colours. So I wanted to do something that was very beginner friendly, something that everybody could do, and it's super quick as well, but it is quite gentle and effective at the same time. So I will show you how to do the rest of my makeup as well in this video, and I will include some helpful tips and tricks as well. I'd love to see your version of this makeup look, so if you enjoyed this video please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to know how to do this makeup look then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's dive straight in. So first things first, of course, we are going to prep and prime the skin. So priming is incredibly important for your first step in your makeup application. It helps to create a blank canvas, it blurs out any imperfection and fills in pores as well. It also adds a layer of hydration so your foundation on top will look really nice and glowy all day. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with the Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist. I have been adoring this. It's got light reflecting particles, so it adds luminosity to the skin. It adds hydration as well, and it just smells and feels incredible. I've noticed a huge difference when I use my foundation on, and I take it with me to top out throughout the day. So I am just going to spray on the face there, and it just feels incredible already. I've been going through about 2 of these a month. Absolutely love them. And they're such a handy travel size. Okay, so the look, of course, today is going to be really light, really natural to do as well. And I think it'll be pretty simple for everyone to do. So I hope you get on with it. And please let me know how you get on with this makeup look. I love to see your variations of this one as well. So first thing first, of course, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. And I'm going to be talking about a few tips and tricks as well today. So I'm going to go in with my trusty 3-in-1 brow sculpt. I adore this. It comes with a pencil, powder and a mascara tinted wax to help tame and keep those brow hairs in shape. So the great thing about the powder is if you've already got eyebrow hairs, it kind of just thickens them up and gives a bit more definition. But if you don't have very many eyebrow hairs, like I don't, it helps to transform the shape of it as well. So I will just go in and show you how it works. So I like to start off at the start of the eyebrows, and I like to kind of do some flicky mimicking motions. So I'm mimicking the hair strokes and giving it a natural look. So as you can see there, those little hair strokes, I'm just going to follow underneath the eyebrow shape that I've already got. Fab, just like that, and then I'm just going to fill it in. So I think if you are not very familiar with makeup and you're not very confident, I think the main thing to remember is that always to do your makeup really lightly. If you finish your makeup off and then you think I want a bit more bronzer, or I want a bit more blush, or I want a bit more of a dramatic eye, you can go ahead and add that onto it rather than doing it over the top and then suddenly it's too much and you're feeling a little bit like Eddie Izzard. But yes, start off light, start off natural, and you can always add on to it. That's one of my top tips. And the thing I really like about this product is it doesn't slip and slide all day. It really does do an amazing job of staying on all day. And you're probably thinking as well, why am I doing my eyebrows and then my eyeshadow first? I work with powders and I work with concealer as well. And if I was to do a mistake, I could just wipe it all off and start again. Rather than do my base, my foundation, setting powder, blusher and then a bronzer, and then having to wipe it all off and make a bit of a mess. I like to do my eyebrows and eyeshadow and then work down my face. I've gone in with the pencil and I'm just going to go in with the powder now. So this is just going to fill any bold bits that I've got and help just to kind of pull the look together. And I just honestly, it's a great 3-in-1 product. So I'm always looking at the mirror and I'm always kind of making sure that they do look alike. Don't panic, eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins. Okay, so I'm going to go and carve my eyebrows out now. So I'm just going to use a light concealer for this, and I'm going to go in with my trusty clay concealer, which is full coverage and it dries matte, so it is a win-win. And I'm just using a nice flat concealer brush. So what I'm just going to do with this is, I'm just going to follow underneath my eyebrow that I've already done. So it's just going to help to conceal it out. And very lightly going underneath the brow, following what's already there. This helps the eyebrow pop out as well, and it helps to neaten and tidy everything up if I've gone anywhere that I wasn't supposed to. And And then I'm just going to bring the rest of the concealer down onto the eyelid. So again, this is going to create a really nice blank canvas for me to work on. And if I had quite oily or greasy eyelids or skin, eyeshadow can kind of melt off and slip around on the base throughout the day. And it might also just generally wear off. This will help to keep it on a lot longer and help to intensify the colours. So I'm just applying that concealer all over the lid. Okay, fab. So I have concealed underneath my eyebrows. I have carved those eyebrows out and I brought the concealer down onto the eyelid. So now I'm going to set the concealer by using some of the powder. So you can use any powder for this, anything that's preferably a lighter shade. I'm just using a brush to pick up the powder and I'm just going to apply it straight over the concealer. All this is doing is just setting the concealer, and again it's going to create that blank canvas for me to work on. I'm only going to be using 2 eyeshadow colours for this look, so it's really simple and it's a really light luminous glow. So I'm going to go in with the first eyeshadow colour all over the base, and that is shade 120. Oh, you can see my eye. Yeah, so shade 120. And I'm just going to use my multitasking brush. So this is super cool for this look as well, because I'm just going to be using both ends. Now I'm just going to apply that colour, that stunning champagne shade, all over the eyelid. And I'm making sure that I am definitely putting it underneath my brow bone a bit more heavier. It's going to help to highlight and make the eyebrow pop out even more. So yeah, and I'm bringing it into the tear duct area, and I'm just bringing it all over the eyelid back and forth. It's just going to create a really nice luminous glow. You can add as much or as little as you want to for this look. I like to add a few layers just so it kind of really does pop out, because I wear my false eyelashes as well. And then I'm going to go on to the blended flick. Okay, so both eyes are now done with the eyeshadow. Another way that you can intensify colours is using our incredible setting spray. Spraying the palette just a few times there and then dipping into that colour once more. It helps to pick up the colour more and adds even more of a shine, as you can see on that one. So I'm just adding it all over the base of the eye. Fab. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the second colour now, which is 230 here. So it is a dark brown. You don't have to use these exact colours. You could even use black if you wanted to. And because I adore this brush so much, you'll see what I mean now, how handy it's going to be. So the other end of the multitasking brush is an angled brush there. So what I'm going to create is I'm going to create a slight kind of cat eye, but it's going to be a really simple, easy one. So it's going to make my eyelashes look a lot bigger as well, and it's going to be a gentle smoke effect. So just at the corner of the eye there, try and get nice and close, I'm just going to apply the brush and bring it down. And I'm bringing it further down onto the lash line. And there we go, just really gentle, really easy. And I'm going to go over it one more time. It's really soft. Okay, so that's both of them on, and that was super quick and really easy. So I will just take the brush that I've already got there and I'll just gently apply it on the lower lash line as well, and just bringing it slightly across. It's going to add to that smoky effect. The same on the opposite side again, very gently on the lower lash line, and I'm just bringing it just almost halfway across. And then stopping. I'm going to use my 2 foundations because I absolutely adore the coverage on them both. But if you wanted a more natural, easier coverage, I would stick to the Fresh foundation. So I'm going to use my damp beauty blender. You can use a tool of your choice. The buffing brush is amazing, or the Fresh foundation brush. So I have just prepped my skin earlier, but I am just going to go ahead and spray one more. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my 2 foundations onto my face. So I'm going to directly do this, and it probably looks a bit weird. But I've really enjoyed doing this recently, and you just literally just kind of pile on a little bit. And then the same with the Fresh. There we go. Probably seen everyone on Instagram doing this. It really keeps your hands a lot cleaner. Looks a bit crazy, but it's fine. Anyway, damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to start blending that into the face. course, now I'm going to set my base, especially underneath the eye area, with my incredible clay powder. And I just got it on at the end of a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to knock off any excess. And I'm just going to start applying it. So I'm doing gentle tapping motions, yet again, especially underneath the eye area. Over the nose area and everywhere else. So this helps to seal the foundation and powder in together and help make it last longer. And I'm going to bring it down the neck, of course. So I'm just gently applying it onto the cheeks there, bringing it down and then up. Same again on the opposite side. So I do use this as a bit of a contour as well because it's a really pretty shade and it just adds that warmth to the complexion. I am quite fair, so I need something. I do the sides of the nose too, above on the forehead, down to the temples on both sides and around the chin area. And then I will smile and make sure I get those apples. Happy days. Blush ready. This is my ultimate and favourite blush, which is the all-in-one blush in 06, and it is a stunning coral shade. Again, I'm just going to smile, and then the apples of my cheeks is where I'm going to place my blush. And you've noticed I'm using the same brush. Same on the opposite side, and never worry if you go over the top with too much blush or too much bronzer. You can just always go over with your powder and just go over what you've already done, and it will just lighten it and kind of blend it all in a bit more. Do not fear. As like I said earlier, if the lighter you do your makeup, the more easy it is to add more onto it if you want to. Fab. And I am going to do and show you a quick little contour hack. If you're not confident at contouring, it can be tricky. There is a way around it. So if you grab your beauty blender and your powder once more, this blender is incredible for this little trick because it has that tapered end there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up lots of the clay powder and just under where I want to contour, which should be just kind of at the bottom of the ear towards the nostril, is where I'm going to carve my contour. And then just by dragging it along there, has carved that out and made that look a lot more neater. Same on the other side, of course. It's a really light and natural way of contouring. I love doing this. I always find it makes a big difference to my photos and videos as well. Okay, so I will, of course, setting the face is incredibly important after you've used powder. When you go in and set your face, it kind of melts the powder into the foundation and helps to seal it all in together and get rid of that cakey appearance. So, of course, I'm going to go in with my favourite Dewy Rose Mist Glow. And I'm just spraying that all over the face. And I'll let that dry in. So nude lips are always the most safest option, as is nude eyes. They tend to suit most kind of complexions, most hair colours and most races as well. So yeah, I'm going to go in with my favourite Sienna Rose, which is a stunning nude shade. So I will just kind of finish off with some more mascara now. I'm going to go in with my Big and Curvy. And I'll just finish this look, of course, with highlighting my face. So I'm just going to go in and gently highlight. So just on the cheekbone here, just above the cheek and underneath the eye area, just going to place that 120 again, which is a stunning highlighting colour. And then on the tip of the nose, chin, and a little bit on the forehead. And that completes this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was really easy and quick for you to learn. I'd love to see your results in your version of this look as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next